All right, I think we are live. So this is new. YouTube finally got it so that I don't have to have another third party to do my lives anymore. So hopefully everything will go well. I'll wait for y'all to join in a second. Hi. Oh, hey, I can even see that there are people on now. Yay. This is what we're going to be working on tonight. Isn't that cute? Hi. How are y'all doing? I'm doing okay. Hello. Oh, look, we can see the chat now too. Yay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this. And we're going to use this. So this is pink and black basket weave mesh. And we're going to be using one of the pink work wreaths. There's Bella. Come here, girl. Come here. Come here. Up you go. Good girl. All right, so I'll get pinned down and we'll go ahead and get started. All right. Is that down too far? I think that's down too far. No. I think that's a little better. Okay, want to make sure you can see. All right, so is everybody doing okay tonight? So this is a new way to do it on YouTube, and I'm excited. This looks a lot better, don't you think? All right, so we're going to be using this. I cut them at 30 inches, but I'll show you a couple. This is our little truck. Now, I got this at Carolina Pottery, but I think that they have this a few other places. But I was going to show you, Hobby had this one. If you can't find this one, you could always substitute for this one. So I thought I'd just give you a second option in case you have any trouble finding the other one. So this one is really big, so we're probably going to separate this and use the welcome later and use the truck today. So I thought that would be fun. And then our ribbons. So this is the pink paisley, and I have a black paisley. Both of these will be in my Etsy shop tomorrow. Then I have this pink and black stripe with the white polka dots. I have this. How cute is this? This is what gave me the idea. So it's burlap with the black, and then it has pink and blue little flowers. Now look at this. It's like it's made for each other. So this is already in my shop. I don't know if Craft Outlet has this flower ribbon or not, but I know they have this. So this is just black with polka dots. It's pink and yellow and green. So we want to add a little bit of the blue in because of the flowers. And we have flowers on here that have blue. All right. So, of course, I've cut up a bunch of the ribbon and such, but I will go through that. And then I thought it would be fun to add in flowers. Aren't these cute? Because they match the flowers that are in this truck. So you see they have this little flower. I have pink, I have blue. These are sun daisies. And I have white, pink, and green. Isn't that cute? I love these. These are my new favorite thing. So I'm not sure which colors we'll use, but we'll figure that out as we go along. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do ruffles. And so I'm going to take my mesh. Oh, and I didn't mention this. We're also going to use some Deco tubing because I haven't used that in a little bit. So I just take these, and I have 2 of the same colors. And so I'm just going to roll them out together. And I'm going to cut it at 30 inches. You know, it doesn't matter where I put the stuff. That's exactly where she goes to. Let me move that better. There. Is that better? I don't know why she does that. It's funny. Okay. So I'm going to cut it at 30 inches. So this is about how much I have left. Now I'll keep this because this is so cute, this pink and black. I'm sure I'll be able to use this as an accent in something. So I'll just put that aside and I will come back and use it later. So it's a little bit easier if you just have one color because you don't really have to think about it. You just do it. So I'm just going to separate these. And these came from Sim's Pottery. I'm hoping to go there next week. So if they have any more, I'm going to grab it. It's just hard to say this time of year. Things go so fast. So I'm going to open up my ties on the bottom because I'm going to start there. That's stuck in there. There we go. I'm doing pretty well. How are you? Hi, Anna. Did y'all see Anna's wreath? She did a great job with the wreath she won. Kimberly, are you wearing your new shirt? Okay, so I have my ties open, and I'm just going to lay this flat. Now, remember, I told you if you have trouble with ruffles, put something heavy on the end, or you can use your Bodabra. But all you're going to do is just go right up through the middle. This basket weave mesh is actually very easy to do ruffles with. So if you can find some. Now, I know that the wreath shop has some. They don't have this color, but they do have yellow and white, and they have black and white. So I'm going to tie it in one time and spread it out like that. Yay! I'm glad you're here. So Anna's wreath is on my Facebook page, and I think I posted it on here as well. If you're a subscriber, you'll get my notices now that YouTube has allowed us to start putting notices out. It's also in the PT&L Craft Dreamers group on Facebook, which is a free group. But she won the kit to make the blue bunny butt that we did, and she did a great job. So, okay. That metal on metal. I'll move it back here. Okay. So I definitely want to pull these up against each other, because this basket weave, of course, is a lot thinner so you can kind of see through it. But if you pull them up against each other, by the time we get our ribbons on there, you're not going to be able to see through there. So it should take care of it. Oh, I'm loving this chat. It looks really good. And I can see everything. That is so awesome. Yay, YouTube. Hi, Belinda. Okay. So I thought we would try just a little bit later because it seems to, the reception seems to be better a little bit later. So we'll see how this does. And if it does better, we may switch it to a later time so we can make sure to get good reception. Hi. This stuff does like to stick together. Hello. So what is everybody's weather like? It was really cold here, and then all of a sudden it became 80 today. So now I'm hoping that it's going to get warm. Ooh, you okay, Bella? You okay? All right. Trim off a little of this. There we go. She is looking for her spot. She likes to move the blankets around and make herself like a little fort. She's funny. At least she's settled tonight, so that's good. That helps. And she likes this side over here. Okay. There we go. I don't know. She just makes herself a little nest over there. She's funny. Woo, Belinda, that's cold. Sound like cold. Does your cat do that? That's cool. She is a good girl. Unless the boys are jumping on the trampoline, and then not so much. But they don't do that very often, so. When they jump on the trampoline, she thinks that there's something under the trampoline, and she tries to tear up the metal post. I'm doing pretty well. How are you? Oh, hey, Kim. You probably live pretty close to me. I'm not sure where that is, but I bet it's not that far. That's the way it was here. It was chilly in the morning. It was like in the 40s, and then it was 80 in the afternoon. So, right, Bella? Okay. So we're going to do 10 on the bottom and 8 on the top. And of course, if you don't have a work wreath, you can just make your own. This summer, when I have a little bit more time, I'm going to do some videos just on how to make work wreaths so that if you ever need to go back and look at it, you don't have to watch the whole video. Okay. So I just keep pulling it against the one before it. I want to make sure it ruffles up. Isn't that a pretty color? I like this color. 80s for Easter. Nice. All right. So this is the last one on the bottom. This is strange. Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So strangely enough, there is 2 ties right here. So I'm just going to take one of them and hide it in the back. So somehow this one got an extra tie. So I'm just going to ignore it because they're too close together. And that does happen sometimes on these work wreaths. So there. Okay, so now we have our 10 on the bottom done. Now we can start on the top. So I like to go and open my ties up. Okay. And then we'll do ruffles on the top. Yep, these shirts are in my shop. I want to do some more. I just haven't done them yet, but I will. Okay. Yes, make sure you go look at Anna's wreaths. She really did a great job. I was very impressed. Mary, if you go in my shop, I have all those sections, and there's a section for t-shirts. You should be able to find it there. It usually is pretty like right up on the top, but I have so many ribbons. Well, it's almost empty right now, but I'm getting ready to put a bunch of ribbons in there, and it always throws those up top. So just look for the section that says t-shirts. They're also on my website, though, and it's a lot easier to find there. You just go to hardworkingmom.com, and there's a shop, and there's t-shirts are in there. It's the same t-shirts. When I put these on, I'm only tying it one time because we're going to untie it when we do our ribbon. Okay. The great thing about this basket weave, it doesn't really fray much, but the edges sometimes come off, but you can just kind of trim those off. Bella, don't do that. Lordy. That's a dog thing, animal thing. Not yet. So the wreath kits, I was hoping to have one ready tonight, but I haven't quite figured out one part of it. So it'll probably be next week. But I know for sure the first one is going to be a butterfly. So I just keep spreading it out. You see how much fuller it gets by the time you put that second layer on, which you want because this truck is pretty large. See how big that truck is? So you would want something that's pretty full. Oh, it's pretty too. The butterfly is turquoise. I just love it. It's really pretty. And I have a turquoise base. It's cool. It's a work wreath, a turquoise work wreath. So, and I have all these really cute ribbons with butterflies on them. It's going to be cute. And for those of you who want to get it, I will make sure that time to get it before I make it so that you can follow along. And I will put a little instruction sheet in there as to what you need to do with the mesh and how long to cut the ribbons and stuff so you can get that done beforehand. Make it a lot easier. Yeah, when I go back to Sims, some more of this. If they have some more, I'll grab it and stick it in my shop. I tried looking today to see if anybody else had it, but unfortunately, no one did. Okay. So the last one I have to spread out on both sides. There we go. All right, so we got all of the mesh in. Isn't that pretty mesh? I love this. I love these colors together. My brother's coming tomorrow, so I'll bet just about anything that he's going to want to take this home. So you see, the colors in this are a lot darker than this, so it really makes this truck stand out, which is why I knew this would work really well. I don't know, what do y'all think? Should we leave the welcome on there or take it off? It's pretty big. Okay, we'll put that back there. All right, so we'll do some ribbon. Take it off. Leave it. Isn't it? I just love this stuff. So what I did, oh look, can you see my new organizer? Isn't that cool? I love my new organizer. So I used the 14-inch for my ribbons. So I just wrap it around my little cardboard that's cut at 7 inches. Cut it. I like to fold it over and make a detail. It just kind of gives it a nice finished look. So that's how I did the ribbons. So here's all the ribbons cut. So I'll just put that back in there. You know, I'm going to tell you what this little organizer is. It's a kid's craft organizer. But it works. So, hey, I'll use it. I was having trouble with my other ones. So all I'm going to do is just take a couple ribbons, find the center, pinch it in the middle, open the tie, and put it down. And then we'll tie it off 3 times. Let me turn it so you can see. And then I'm going to pull them out in the front. And I'll grab a couple others. I really like this with the daisies, with the black. This is really cute. I knew I was going to have to find something to go with that. So tie it 3 times and then spread my ribbons out. Now you don't have to reopen. If you're having trouble with your ribbons not standing out, don't reopen it. Just leave it like it is. And then it'll help them stand out just a little bit more. Then do your 3 ties. Then pull them around like that. Okay. So either way you do it is fine, whether you open it or not. Okay. Put a couple small ones together. You know, you don't have to do as many ribbons as I do. You could do just 2 if you would like. It's really kind of up to you how you like it. There we go. See, when you pull them out front like this, it really is easier to see them, and you're not going to have to fiddle with them nearly as much. Because after you get done, you often have to redo your ribbons. So there we go. And these are wired ribbons, so you can kind of push under them to get them to do that little flip. I like that. It gives it kind of a nice look. So yeah, we do need a wreath gift, don't we? We're going to have to see if we can make one. Okay. I know, I'm really happy with how YouTube's changed so that you can come on here with your camera easier. This is awesome. So much easier. Hey, Deb, so we did 30-inch ruffles, and the ribbons are cut at 14 inches. So that ought to catch you up a little bit. Okay. All right, so we got the bottom done. And I would tell you, I get comments a lot about people saying they're putting their mesh on and they're worried about how their mesh looks, or they're putting their ribbon on and they're worried about how their ribbon looks. Don't think about how your wreath looks until you're done, because it's like looking at a meal in progress. You don't want to look at it until it's ready. So don't try to evaluate how it looks until you're done. Okay. So I'm doing them going this way on the top as well. And the reason I'm doing that is because when we put the sign on, we would have to move them anyway. So we'll just go ahead and put them facing forward, backward. There we go. All right, we need to cut a couple more. Okay. So I just use my little 7-inch cardboard. Okay. 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 So don't worry about pulling on your ribbons once you get them in that tie. You can pull on them even if you're using pipe cleaners instead of the work grease. They hold pretty well too, so shouldn't be a problem. I'm sure you can tell I have no problem yanking on my ribbons, so they can take it. All right, I think we've got what we need now. Okay. Hi. Karen, it's much better if you buy online. Honestly, the quality's better. So you're just better off doing it online, because you end up using a lot more a lot of times if you don't find something that's good quality. So the places I shop, or I shop at, oh, here, let's do two of these together. I shop at Craft Outlet and the Wreath Shop and Trendy Tree. So let's do these. No, let's do these two. So they all have good quality. So that's where I would look. There we go. Okay, so we got all our ribbons on. And you can still see some of the mesh. So you see, so you don't want to completely cover your mesh because that's pretty. So I always try to make sure that I don't completely cover my mesh because that's just no fun. All right. So did we decide we're going to take the welcome off? I think we should. So I'm just going to cut this off. So the great thing about this sign is that I'll be able to keep this and use it later. So I think this sign was $10. So for $10, you essentially get signs for 2 different wreaths. Oh, they're on spring break next week. I am so ready. Because I homeschool Ross. So when he's in school, I'm in school. And I am really looking forward to spring break. Thank you.
Hello there.
Oh my goodness, you scared me. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
I have lost 26 pounds. And I am very excited. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to cut it in half. Hi, sweetie. What I like to do is separate these when it has a, because it's already stapled down here, so don't reinvent. Yeah, that's Carson. Don't reinvent the wheel. What are you doing back there, silly? What you doing? Yeah, I see that. Thank you, baby. So I just like to take these apart and then I can just use those. You doing all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Waves to Carson. Are you ready for spring break? Yeah. Okay, so I got one. They don't usually take this long, but this one's pretty tight. What you doing? Okay. But it's better because we can make sure that he learns what he should. So, Carson's going to be at home next year, aren't you, buddy? All right, so I got it untied. And I am going to use, okay? I'm going to use cable mounts on the bottom. So I'm going to see if I can get my thing heated up here. So in the meantime, I'll see where I want to put it. So I think about right here. Looks good. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. See how since we already put our ribbons out to the side, we're not going to have to do anything. So that'll work great. All right. So the other things you can do is you could do a bow and put kind of on one side and the other side. I thought about doing that, but I really want to make sure I can see this mesh. And if I make bows, it's going to get completely covered. So, see if this thing is hot yet. Since it's getting hot now, I like to put glue on these zip tie cable mounts because when it gets hot, they can have a tendency to unstick. So I just glob some glue on it. It's not ready yet. Not quite ready. So do y'all have any questions so far? She's a sweet. Do y'all want to see the butterfly I was talking about? Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll put the ties right down here. So probably more like around the wheel bases, because then it'll have a better chance of getting to the tie. So let me see. Let me grab butterfly. Huh. Oh. Do I have the butterfly up here? I think I did.
All right, what we're gonna do next is, I don't know.
Okay, silly.
Hello.
I don't know where the butterfly is. Well, I don't know where the butterfly is, but this is the, look at this. Isn't this pretty? This is the wreath form, and then these two color mesh. Isn't that cool? I'll have to see if I can find the butterfly. Would you be willing to go downstairs and get me one?
What?
The blue butterfly?
Oh,
I know I have one in here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. The one that's in the dining room. All right, let's see if this is hot yet.
I'll try and find it.
It's blue. It's a butterfly buddy. Ah, still not. I forget. Sometimes it takes a minute for this to heat up. Or when it gets hot, it's hot. Yeah, it gets, doesn't it, Tabitha? It gets so hot. You have to really be careful, but boy, it holds. There we go. Now it's coming out. Okay, so I got one side. So I'm going to put it like right there. Let's do the other side.
Ow.
You okay?
Yeah, I just hit myself.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Thank you, buddy.
Here it is.
There it is.
It's pretty.
See, that's the butterfly. Isn't that pretty? See how well it goes with this? It's going to be fun. And I have ribbons in green, pink. Let's see, what are they? They're green, pink, yellow, and they all have butterflies on them. So it's gonna be fun. All right. So now we just need a couple.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. Oh my goodness. So I just need a couple ties here. So I'll just kind of put them through and tie it. Wow, I love this butterfly. It's so cute. Okay, so I got it all ready. See, and it's glued on there, so it's not going to come loose, even if it gets hot. I don't want to step on you. All right, so let's move this.
That is one.
So I'll just.
Huh?
So I'm just going to bring it back over.
It's right there.
I'm going to take the string, and I'm actually going to find a place in between my ruffle, and I'm going to go right down to the base. So see, if you look in the back, so what I do is just move my mesh aside, and I'm essentially tying it around the mesh, so that way I know it will stay on there nice and tight. Isn't that cute? And then I'll take this pipe cleaner, and if possible, I will do the same thing on this tie. Ooh, sorry. I have allergies.
Me too.
It's all that pollen.
Yep.
We like pollen though. It brings pretty flowers. There we go. I had to find the end of my ruffle. Okay. Now I can tie it. It's always better if you can try to tie it. Actually, Carson is younger.
Then Ross.
Ross is 11. 12. Ross is 12, and he is about to be 13 in just a couple months.
Yeah.
And Carson is 11. So they are about 18 months apart.
A little less than 2 months.
I don't think that would be possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink.
Okay.
Yes, I am the oldest. Yeah,
Yep, Ross is the oldest, so he is in middle school. I know, I'm not ready.
I'm supposed to be in 7th. But
No, you're not.
alright, I'm gonna go get a drink. Bye.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be the same grade as Ross in classes now.
I know. You're close, though. It won't matter. You'll be together.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Here.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to tie this one, and then I'll flip it over and
Yep.
show you where I tied it.
Do you have any things I can use?
I don't know, sweetie. Like for what?
For
A project?
No. One of my creations.
Okay, here we go. So, I don't know, sweetie. You just have to look around.
Found 50 things.
So here's where I tied it. You see, I went in between the ruffle there. And so then what I can do is I can fluff the ruffle back up and hide where I tied it. And I know that it's tied onto the base and it's nice and tight. Okay. There we go. And then what you can do,
I'm just gonna put this right here.
you see those mats over there? Would you grab me one of those mats? Any of them, it doesn't matter which one. Thank you, sweetie. It doesn't matter. It's just an example. And then you can just take,
A yellow
a mat
A yellow one.
in the color if you can find it and just cover it. It just gives it a nice, clean look.
This makes the back look like a flower.
Yeah, it does, kind of, doesn't it? Okay.
Oh, if we had a pink
So
one.
now, all we have to do is just kind of make sure our little ribbons are still going in the direction. You shouldn't have to fool with them too much, but a little bit.
But I'm not going anywhere. I'm still in the room.
Okay, sweetie. Like this. Okay. There we go. See, that's why it's best to do. There we go. Isn't that cute? And then the last thing we have is our Deco tubing. So I cut these at a yard. So I just cut a yard. And baby, don't do that. That's too hard. Okay, so you can fold it in half, make a little circle, fold it in half, then fold it in half again, just like that. And you just make like a little, it's almost like a little flower. And then just tie it down. And what I'll do is tie it just like right up here. It just gives it a little bit more. Okay, so make a circle, fold in half, fold in half, fold in half. You want to make sure you keep your fingers on the middle part. And then find a tie. And just tie it down. There we go. You could also do turquoise. That would be really cute. Do I have any turquoise? Let me show you. Okay. So these come, see, like this has 30 yards in it. So this is a lot. And you don't need this much when you're doing one wreath.
I'm grabbing onto you.
Okay, sweetie. All right. So then what I do is I just take it, I like to measure out about a yard. Just cut it. We'll do a couple because I think these are going to stand out a little bit better. Oh, you found something to play with, huh?
You cut it.
All right.
Cut my arm. Cut my arm off.
So, fold in half, fold in half, fold in half. You see, this has that color. So it'll bring out those little flowers. So we'll do a couple of these. So tie it in. Let me get my glue gun restarted here. Okay. Let's do another one. See, you can really see that one. They're not twins, but they kind of look like it.
What?
They're 18 months apart, so what's that called? Irish twins? Yep, you and Ross. So I'll put one here. Oh, wow, look, I'm missing a ribbon there. What is that ribbon? No wonder I ended up with two right next to each other. Okay. Put this on top. There we go. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. I love this. I just love this color. So you see now it kind of stands out a little bit more. So then the last thing we can do is add in this. Oh, don't do that, please, sweet. Oh, I know. Okay. So, so what do you think? Let's do the blue. It does. I think so too. So these, well, there's two ways you can do this. So what we could do is keep it on the stem and move the leaves up like that. And then you can trim it off. We don't need a whole lot, just a little bit. So this is wire, so you can just make a little hook. Okay, and then what we can do is we can put some flowers in here. So I'm going to tie it down, and then when my glue gun gets hot, I'll come back and put a little glue here. Aren't these pretty? I love these. Okay, so if I do one here, I want to do one up here. I like to make sure that I'm balanced. I'm putting these on the second layer so that we can have, so we can have something there. So see, it just kind of adds a little pop of color. Now the other one, I think this would kind of blend in too much, so we're not going to use that one. But we can use this one. So I can do the same thing, push the little leaves up, trim it off. I just have about maybe 2 inches. Now I'm making a little hook in it. And then I'm going to go to these corners. So just put it right here. See that? See, and this one will show up because it has the cream in it. Right? So we'll do one up here. And then when you look at it from the sides, you'll have even more color. So there we go. So that's one side. And that's the other side. So you see, you can see the little flowers peeking out. So what do you think? Oh, fun. Do you like it? Oh, that would be fun. That's a great idea. I like that idea. Ooh, I'm excited about grandbabies, but I'm not quite ready for them to date yet, so. You like it? See, and you could even put one in the truck. You could put one like here at the top and here at the bottom. I love to do things like that because then it makes the sign pop out even more. So that's fun to do. It just kind of depends on what you like. So you can add as many or as little as you want. I know, I love turquoise. That's one of my favorite colors. Thank you. I'm glad y'all like it. Thank you for coming and watching. So does anybody have any questions? Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. What do you think? Do you like it? Mm-hmm. Good. Oh, I hate it when mine does that too, Liz. This is great. I don't even have to scroll. I can just see what you're saying. I like this a lot better. Thank you. So what do you want to bet my brother's going to come tomorrow and say that's mine? I hear you watching, Mom. What do you think? Do you like it? You like these? They're like little tubes, aren't they? You do? Okay. She's watching from downstairs. All right. Much for joining me. Yeah. Anybody can do this. It's just, you know, you just have to keep doing it. And the more you do it, the better you get. And the better you get at matching colors. And so, thank you. And thank y'all so much for coming and watching. I have a great time hanging out with y'all and making wreaths. What you doing?
Nothing. Bye.
Okay. Bye, love. Thank you. So what do y'all think? You like the extra flowers? I agree. The blue is what makes it pop. Thank you. All right, ladies. So I think that we are done for today. You have a blessed Easter. I will see y'all. I probably will come on Sunday and do something. I'm not sure what, but I will work on getting the supplies out. Hopefully, I will have this ready to go, and I will show you all the supplies and everything that are going to be in it. So there'll be a limited amount for the first one for sure. I will be doing the butterfly in a couple of weeks. I want to get the kit together first so that if anybody wants to follow along, you can get the kit first. So thank y'all so much. Oh, I guess I could. Y'all have a wonderful night, and thank you. And I will see y'all in what, 4 days? All right. Oh, well, I'm glad you made this one. All right. Well, there it is. So y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you in a few days, okay? Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.